What's up, YouTube? How's it going, guys? Today's video title is not clickbait, alright? You guys know me, I'm not about that life. I don't do clickbait. 77 capacity wands are the actual maximum capacity wand in Noita. Now, before I go on a super long rant, let me just be clear, in today's video is not going to be like an eye-opening, meta-changing video. It's not some strategy. It's just pointing out an obscure Noita fact. Okay, so if you're interested in an obscure Noita fact, then you may be interested in today's video. If you're looking for strategy or tips, today's video is not going to be of any help whatsoever to you. Okay, so I'm just trying to help you out and save you. I don't want to waste any of your time. So let's talk about this 77 capacity wand, and actually let me just go ahead and show you an example. Okay. So this run right here, and the reason I'm doing this route, I just walked this route a moment ago, but I wanted to re-walk the route while recording, so that if anybody wants to load up this the seed, they'll know the exact route to take, so that they can find this the same wand. So this wand right here is a 29 capacity wand. It has broken out of the normal rules of Noita, which most people think of as the cap of a wand being 26. This one's gone 3 beyond it to 29. So a community member named Cookie was awesome and found this wand and actually said it was on the daily run. It was on the daily run. The daily run that they did was at the end of August, beginning of September. And of course, it was like the day that I didn't play the daily run. Of course, I pretty much play like every daily run. And the one that I missed, he was like, oh, I found it. But luckily, Cookie had our back, took a screenshot of the wand they found and the seed. Now, how can you go ahead and see this for yourself to make sure it's legitimate and this is not all BS? Well, if you don't have the mod Seed Changer, you can get it very easily. All you have to do is go to the workshop and just type in on the workshop Seed Changer, right? You hit enter, it'll say Seed Changer. All you gotta do is hit subscribe. Whenever you do that, it'll instantly go into your mods folder. And then from there, whenever you go to options, mod settings, you can type in the seed number, and then you just hit, apply, then go to a new game, and we'll set your seed to the same seed that somebody else is wanting you to check out, which in this case is for this 29 capacity wand. So let's discuss this. The 29 capacity wand, how is that possible? Well, in Noita fashion, the devs were like, you know what? Yes, 26 capacity is the capacity 99% of the time, right? But let's make it a 1 in 10,000 chance that it can have a capacity beyond 26. The wand will have a special, attribute, special, thing set in it that allows it to go beyond 26, okay? So a 1 in 10,000 chance of this happening. Now, even a 1 in 10,000 chance isn't that crazy rare. I mean, it's pretty dang rare, right? But not so rare that this should be some, super obscure Noita fact, right? Yet, for some of you guys, this will probably be the first time you've ever heard about it. You're like, you may have played, I have played thousands of hours, and I never find these wands, ever, okay? The only time I hear about them is people in the community find them every once in a while. I mean, maybe 2 or 3 times in, my Noita life, I hear somebody talk about them. And even then, it's just it's almost like these rumors, the old school Pokemon days before the internet and all that stuff. People are look in the truck for Mew or some crap, and you're just like, what the heck is this? You don't know if people are lying. You don't know if they're making stuff up. Well, this is actually a true Noita fact. It's very obscure. You can go beyond 26. There's a 1 in 10,000 chance that you get a wand that goes beyond that can go beyond the capacity, but it gets even more obscure than that. I don't know why the devs did this, first off. So maybe there is some Noita science to be done with this. I don't know. But this is a thing. Okay, so you have a 1 in 10,000 chance of a wand having what we'll call a broken capacity. It means that it's allowed to go beyond 26. Whenever that 1 in 10,000 chance happens, and it applies that special thing to the wand, it doesn't guarantee that the wand will get a capacity beyond 26. You could get a special wand. You would have no idea that it was special if it ended up getting 7 capacity put onto it. But it could be a special wand. It could have got the 1 in 10,000 chance, but then whenever the RNG roll happened to say, what capacity do I put on this special wand? Okay, put 7 on it. You would have no idea it was a special wand. So not only do you need the 1 in 10,000 chance to get this broken capacity, you then need a second roll of getting a capacity beyond 26 so that your eyes can actually see, hey, it's a special wand because it has a capacity beyond it. So whenever Latali did some math on this, he was the guy that really broke this down and looked into the code and everything and kind of explained. He's the guy that worked out that it is theoretically possible to get a 77 capacity wand, though the community has never seen one. I mean, it's still just theoretically. Nobody has laid their eyes upon it. But the 77 capacity wand is possible on a tier 10 wand. So let's talk about that real fast, because a lot of you are probably gonna be like, tier 10, I thought wands only went up to tier 6. Tier 6 is whenever you get to like the Temple of Art, which is like your final zone, pretty much in Noita. That's like the area right before the boss. Those are tier 6 wands. Those wands, if you get a broken capacity, they can go up to 61 capacity. Now, realistically, I mean, so I want you guys to share the seeds if you do discover one of these, and try to be very descriptive. Give the seed and be very descriptive on where you found the broken capacity wand if you can, because I would like to hunt down some more of these. Because since bringing this up to the community, I've been waiting around hoping that people would share more seeds that they have found these, but we found nothing. There is from a couple months ago, there was this from the main Noita Discord that Latali found from Nanonora. And it was a seed with it's another 29 capacity wand that they found over in Walmart. And I checked it out, and this seed is legitimate as well. But besides that, there really isn't a lot of people that have shared a seed in location so that other people can see these broken capacity wands. But sorry, I got sidetracked there for a moment. But what I was going to say is, realistically, if we do end up finding as a community, somebody out there finds a crazy high capacity wand, it's likely to be 61 capacity or below, and it's going to be probably in the Temple of Art. Now let me explain why. The tier 10 wand, where can you get the best wand possible in a normal run of Noita? Well, the only place you can really go to that can randomly give you a random tier 10 wand is whenever you kill Tiny, he drops 2 wands. This is your only moment to get access to a tier 10 wand that can have a capacity beyond the 61 capacity tier 6 wands, right? So that's a tier 10. That's basically what happens is these tiers of these wands allow them to have a certain amount of like almost like attribute points to apply to certain categories, like, you know, cast delay, recharge, spread, capacity, that kind of stuff. And that tier 10 wand has so much of these like attributes or whatever that it can apply all of them into capacity. And if it does that, it pours everything it can into capacity, it can go up to 77. But even that would be crazy rare. But here's why this would be very hard. Even if you did, let's say you kill Tiny and you get that 77 capacity wand, this is where it gets rough. Tiny, I believe, is like many of the other bosses, and its loot is not set to the seed. I mean, it is set to the seed, but it's actually a second variable. It's set to the seed and the X and Y coordinates that you killed Tiny on. Meaning if you kill Tiny a pixel to the left, it will drop completely different loots than it did on that exact coordinate that you killed it on to get that 77 capacity wand. So that makes it very hard. And if a person ever does get the 77 capacity wand in a normal Noita run, they may be the only person to ever get it ever in Noita. Who knows? But if you go into Nightmare mode, which this is a kind of getting into another mode, right? Because Nightmare mode has its own special rules for spawning wands. And there are wand clumps that spawn throughout the Nightmare mode world. This is to give the player a more influx of resources to help them build better stuff to survive in Nightmare mode. And Nightmare mode unlocks after you've gotten 1 win in Noita, which if you don't know how you look at it, it's right there, Nightmare mode. So you get 1 win, it unlocks this mode. Now in that mode, if you travel all the way down into Hell, tier 10 wands begin to spawn in. And these tier 10 wands do have the same rules that I just explained, and they can get a 77 capacity. So if you do have that, if you end up doing Nightmare mode and getting a 77 capacity, share that as well. That would still be insanely rare. But I think mainly when it comes to these crazy capacity wands, I'd say most of the community is interested in the normal mode greatest capacity wands they could possibly find. So if you do happen to find one, share the seed in the comments below. I don't want to go ranting for too long. I think I explained enough of it. I just wanted to get this obscure fact out there so that in the future, whenever that random guy hops into my channel and says, hey, is the maximum capacity 26? Because my friend just said he got a 31 capacity wand, so I don't know if he's full of shit or if the 26 capacity isn't the maximum. So now I have a video to link them to so that they can know that their friend is not a liar, but at the same time their friend needs to buy a freaking lottery ticket because he's RNGesus, right? But yeah, there you go. There's your obscure Noita fact for the day. Sorry it's been a little while since I posted a video. I did just do a Noita event on my Twitch channel. I did a no holy mountain, all bosses, 33 orb run on my Twitch channel. It took me 27 hours, and the first I was about 12 hours in, or probably like 13 or 14 hours in, and I died. I had to hit new game, and my goal was to just not stop streaming until I successfully pulled off a no holy mountain all boss 33 orb run. And so what that means is I didn't set foot in a holy mountain a single time, and we pulled it off. It took about a 27-hour long stream. And I plan to try to condense that down for you guys on YouTube, just like a highlight video. But there was some crazy RNG stuff that went down in that video, possibly worthy, I don't know, of a 77 capacity wand, but at the very least a 29 capacity wand. Yeah, it was some crazy stuff, but I won't get ranty on that now. There's your obscure Noita fact for the day. Deuces, you guys.